welcome to episode 286 of Magic the Gathering.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast for people who play the game Magic the Gathering, whether you are new to the game, getting back into it, trying to get better, or just having a real good old time playing.
I'm one of your hosts, Marimba.
I'm another one of your hosts, Magimba. And we're going to take you on a journey through what's happening in Magic this week.
That's right. We're going to talk about M19, our thoughts on the format so far as limited and standard are concerned.
Yes, plus revisiting some of our listeners' favorite new segments.
Yes.
What is this card?
Yeah, we're going to get into that we're going to go deep on that.
We really are. Plus, we're going to have a classic The Button question.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So am I.
So get your finger pressing hands ready.
And a Core Set 2019 and M19 flavor text theater with a very special guest.
Very special guest.
Ooh.
Exciting stuff. But before we do any of that, big thanks to everybody who is a member of the fam on patreon.com/MTAcast. Thanks everybody who donates and supports us. Megan mentioned last episode, summer can be a kind of a hard month for creators.
And it's still true.
It is. It remains true.
It does.
Thank you so much to everyone who considers donating. If the show gives you anything in your life, we highly consider you should. We highly
consider you considering becoming a patron. So please consider it so that we consider you considering that.
And if that's not enough to get you to donate, I don't know what will. Big thanks to cardkingdom.com/MTAcast, our sponsor, one of our two sponsors.
That's right. Card Kingdom is a great place to go if you are looking for decks to play. Like casually, you're teaching someone Magic and you're like, hey, let's get like some fun new decks to battle.
Right.
If you're looking for some sweet new Brawl decks, but you're like, I'm too overwhelmed, I don't know what to do. They have sparring decks now.
Sparring decks. Some are out of stock, but they've ordered new product, so they're going to be making them as soon as they get that stuff in.
I'm going to get my hands on that Tatiova one and draw so many cards.
I'm going to crew a vehicle all over your face with DePaula.
Do you know what? My face is ready to be driven on.
And this is a battle deck I'm holding up here. So yeah, they've got tons of great stuff. Cardkingdom.com/MTAcast.
Yeah, plus all the usual. Boosters. Boxes.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah.
In
that
general.
Seems like a weird word, right?
Well, that's what it is.
It is.
You can use the word stuff if you want.
Stuff.
Let's play Magic Thesaurus. Anyway, we've got a lot to cover in today's show. So, toot toot, let's get the train on the track going in the one direction it goes.
That's right. Forward only.
What to know in Magic this week?
That's right. We're here to bring you the hoppin' Magic news that's in the Magic
news.
I was going to say, I was thinking in my mind of the machine that they spin and the bingo balls come out.
Oh, yeah. What is that called?
I don't know, like a bingo ball machine.
I want there to be a German word for it.
Yeah.
The machine that spins bingo balls for good luck.
Yes.
Or something. One large compound word.
Like a Bluther spigot.
A Bluther spigot. That is what it's called.
So
I checked. That's right.
It's in the Magic Bluther spigot.
Item number 1. If you're over 21, get ready to be able to have a drink in your favorite LGS.
That's right. If, of course, they choose to carry alcohol.
Yes.
But for the longest time.
Yeah.
For the longest time. Oh. You have not been able to sell alcohol if you're a local game store.
Right.
But the Wizards Play Network has now revised that rule. And local game stores are now able to sell alcohol.
So what is your opinion on this, Meghan?
I think that it's a great change. Just because, I agree that you need to be able to make game stores places that families can go.
Sure.
But at the same time, families go to restaurants.
That's true. Families go to theaters where drinks happen.
Exactly. Yeah. So while I get where the sentiment came from,
sure.
I think that it was a little bit misguided. And having stores, local game stores are already up against so much.
Yeah.
We know people who own local game stores, and it's people love local game stores. They love the environment. They love going to events there. It's still really hard to operate a store. It's a small business at the end of the day.
Hey, I want to go out for drinks with my friends, or what about doing a draft? And it's okay, we're just going to go out, and have some drinks together or whatever.
Exactly.
And now
you can do both. So I think it's a really especially nice move for like local game stores that are like, hey, how can we continue to like expand our community and make this a place where people want to come
and have exclusive 21 plus events as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited.
As am I.
Thing number 2, the 25th anniversary. We've got a tournament coming up this weekend in Chiba.
Yes.
And
it's a 25th anniversary event in Chiba. Oh, you mean, and there's also GP Sacramento.
Yes.
That's happening too.
GP Sacramento. You're going to be there.
I am going to be there. I'm excited to see what sort of Magic 2019 shenanigans are going down. M19 Limited.
That's going to be exciting. I'm going to be at Welsh Camp still, but I'll be looking at it on my phone. I'll be watching.
Yeah.
And people will be like, what are you doing, you nerd? And I'm like, who are you calling a nerd person at Welsh Camp?
That's right. That's right. That's the classic
safe space.
Yeah, classic. Don't you know? People in Welsh houses shouldn't throw stones.
Correct. But yeah, so big anniversary in Chiba, and Melissa DeToro was going over there.
Yeah, she
which
is.
I think is pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Thing number 3, Commander 2018 preview cards are starting soon.
That's right, coming at you July 30th.
And also the set's going to be released, by the way, on August 10th. And Magic had a stream. They're doing like a weekly stream.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool over on their Twitch channel. And they showed off some of the art from the Commander set. And one of them looked like Afara. I'm just saying.
Afara?
From Theros.
Ooh, I love Afara.
I'm pretty sure it was her. I'm not trying to confirm anything, but it was a woman who had a vase and she was pouring it out and it looked like stars coming out of the vase.
Classic Afara.
So you tell me who you think that is. Anyway, so yeah.
My mom.
That's Meghan's mom. Oh, thank you everyone who said happy birthday to Meghan's mom, by the way, last episode.
Oh, that's right. Thank you all.
Very nice. But yeah, if you're excited, if you're a Commander player, new cards hitting the table soon for you. Keep your eyes out for those previews starting on the 30th. M19, what's the what?
That's right, Maria. There's what happening.
I would like to see you anchor a local news program and me write the copy in the teleprompter. You know, I used to work in local news.
Yeah.
R.I.P. And I once...
R.I.P. local news.
R.I.P. me in local news for sure. There's an anchor whose last day it was, and I typed the famous and then their name with a question mark on my last day. That was the extent of my prank, everybody.
Wow.
That was the prank.
Did they read it as a question?
No, but I saw her. She was like... You got to get your kicks somehow. The job is quite draining.
Maria somehow went on to have a successful career in comedy after that. So if you think to yourself, I'm not funny, can I ever be? The answer appears to be definitely.
Yes, anybody can do it if I can get away with that joke. I've been playing a lot of M19 more, I think, than I've played any core set. I'm going to kind of tamper that a little bit because I'm not 100% sure, but certainly as much as I played any core set because it's really been enjoyable.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I played a lot of the one with triplicate spirits just because I was seeing how many times I could get triplicate spirits into my draft decks.
Yeah.
I was mad every time that I didn't.
I mean, it was like if you didn't have triplicate spirits in your deck, you were losing.
Anyways.
Special guest, which format was that with triplicate spirits? Quiz time.
That was right before oranges, right?
Who knows? M something. Who knows?
M15?
That sounds right.
Sure.
Anyway, yeah, and there's no triplicate spirits in this format as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Thank Gorb, because that was not a lot of fun.
So tell us about some of your hot takes coming out of drafting M19, because do you know what? I'll be honest, I haven't touched a pack of Magic cards in nigh on 20 years.
Well, I've been playing. Yeah, I played a bunch of it because I was still high in after Dominaria because that was such a fantastic format. And yeah, I wanted to kind of crack the M19 format as early as I could. Like, how do I get that 3-0? And I drafted a whole bunch of different decks. What was most successful for me was green. Ooh. Green. That's my hot take. I personally, for me, green was the best color.
Yeah.
It just has the beef where you want it, which is Hardy's new slogan. Because
is Wendy's gonna sue them?
No, we've got the beef where you want it, not where's the beef.
I want them now to be two restaurants next to each other. A Wendy that's like, where's the beef? And a Hardee's that's like, here's the beef
where you want it. It's not on the outside of burgers like some crazy restaurants. Ours is right in the middle. Anyway, nobody goes to Hardee's, so moot point.
Wow.
But I'm saying, like,
Hardee's.
There's a 6-6 for 6. There's a 5-5 for 5.
Yeah.
There's a 3-3 for 3.
There's a 4-3 for 4.
4-3 for 4. These are creatures that in a core set are so solid and must be dealt with usually by your opponents because other colors just don't get that beef.
No.
They just don't.
They don't get that beef.
Do you know the most beef blue gets in the set? Which blue is the least beefy color, obs.
Yeah.
But it's a 4-6.
Classic vegetarian.
Yeah. Blue is the most vegetarian of all the colors. Is that what you're saying right now?
Yes. And I challenge anyone to contradict me on that.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Craig Wesco might say it's like white is the most vegan of all magic colors.
That's true. He definitely would say that, wouldn't he? But you know what? Blue is the most vegetarian, and I'm going to stand by that.
That's fair.
I have been. So I actually, now that I think about it, I was like, have I just not been playing Magic? That doesn't sound like me. And I consulted my memory, and lo and behold, I have been playing Magic.
Oh, wow. Okay. Excellent.
Except I was playing some standard decks.
Oh.
Some real spicy standard decks.
What are you playing in standard?
So coming out of Nationals, there was a black-white life gain deck in standard that started out 5-0 on day one, and I was like, this is where it's at. It's like 2 copies of Lich's Mastery.
Oh, all right.
2 copies of Approach of the Second Sun, like 4 Sunscourge champions.
Yep.
Crested Sunmares.
Sunscourge champion and Crested Sunmare are coming back in a big way.
Lyra's. I mean, it's just, and then a bunch of removal like Vraska's Contempts and Fatal Pushes and stuff. Oh, it's great.
Is it true love?
You know, it doesn't have blue, so
yeah, that's true.
It's going to be difficult to say yes, but it does have a lot of removal spells, so who knows?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Speaking of standard,
yes.
One final point about limited. I think also BTW, one of the reasons I think green is so good is I think green has the best removal spell right now in the format.
Gasp.
That's right. It's not Lich's Caress, which is 3 black to kill whatever the heck you want.
And gain 3 life. Or 1 black murder instant.
Okay, so murder's better. But is it?
Okay.
Because Rabid Bite is so good. It is a full 1 mana cheaper in green. You're already, you have to have a creature, but it has to be, big enough on the power front to be able to deal its damage to a creature, but it's not going to die. It's not even a fight. And you're already having these creatures because they're already going to be in play because you drafted that 4/3 dumb boar, that's Centaur Courser.
Wow.
And
which
it's 2
creature
mana.
are you talking about though? The dumb boar? Like
Oh wow. See, this is how you have a good career in comedies, jokes like that.
Was that a bird or was that real?
I don't know. It was certainly a better joke than putting a question mark on a teleprompter. But yeah, it's just so good. It's so cheap. In M19, there's not a lot of ways to deal if you can't draw, if you're just drawing a bunch of lands or you can't draw all of your lands. There's not a whole ton of card draw other than divination or whatever. So if you're ever cramped on mana, you're like, well, I've got 2 mana for this Rabid Bite, so I guess I can kill whatever. Anyway, that's the end of my rant.
Wow.
About green.
What a rant. We can look at some of these. So there was an M19 PTQ.
Okay.
This past weekend.
Excellent.
Looking here, we have the first place, the winning deck list, appears to be blue-black.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at this. So the only card that there's a 2 of, as far as creatures are concerned, is a Skeleton Archer.
Ooh, I like the Skelly Archer.
The Skelly's great. I splashed for this card the other day, along with the 2/3 Poisonous Reach whatever.
Yeah.
That thing is worth splashing as well. But I was like, what else am I going to put this black in here for? I'll throw the Skelly in. Skelly's great.
Skelly.
There's so much 1 toughness.
Playing a Macabre Waltz. All right. Into it. Okay, I figured out why this deck won. It's running 2 Anticipates.
There it is.
There it is. Figuring it out.
Seriously, though, Macabre Waltz, I've been having people play this against me, and it is so annoying.
It's great.
Right? Because removal is at such a premium in core sets because that's what you're doing. You're playing creatures, you're removing them, and then you don't have your removal spell anymore. Well, guess what? Now I have my 6/6 back.
That's right.
Yeah, draft those highly, in my opinion.
They are great.
Just
Has
saying.
a murder, 2 sprangling spores.
Sprangling spores.
All right, so this is like, classic,
Exclusion mage. Great.
Yeah, flyers, some blue flyers in here. Some nice, black value creatures. Yes.
We talked about this a little on stream while you're in Texas. Okay. Aviation Pioneer. I need you to look at the art of Aviation Pioneer.
Okay.
And tell me that this is not the young version of Mother of Runes.
Wow.
Doesn't it look like her?
It really does.
Anyway. Okay, that's all.
It really does. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And second of place. Ooh, interestingly, also this is black-white.
Okay. Ooh, it has Alina.
Yeah, she's great. Obviously, 2 Leonin Vanguard.
Nice.
Bold play.
Get those 1/1s out there.
2 reassembling skeletons. So this is just some tiny friends.
Wow, what are those reassembling skeletons doing in there? Is there any way to sacrifice creatures?
That's a great question.
I don't. I don't even see it.
I can tell.
Okay. Well, they got it done. Militia Bugler. That's a great card as well.
Yeah, it sure is.
But speaking of do you want to talk about the 5.0 standard lists?
Ooh.
Because there's something that got the opposite of got my hackles up, but not really the opposite, but like my hackles were excited.
Do you know what a hackle is?
You know what? I don't. Do you know what a hackle is?
There are some context clues.
Do you know what a hackle is?
Yeah.
What is a hackle?
I mean, I think in general.
I've never heard a single hackle, by the way.
A single hackle. Like, hackles is just like the fur on the back between the shoulder
that
blades,
makes
right?
sense. So like a single hackle.
It's just like a single hair.
Strange.
Yeah. It would be very
the competitive standard constructed league is what I was looking at.
Okay. Well, I'll find that and click on it.
Wait, go up.
No, that was the standard PTQ.
No, there was one up there.
There was?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well,
I'm so sure. I swear to God. Well, maybe we'll find out if I'm wrong or not.
Wow. Are you sure this wasn't the one you were looking at? Uh-oh.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
It's not this.
There. Boop.
Oh, you're right.
We're looking at the 5.0 standard deck lists from Magic Online to get some idea of how people are using M19 in this new standard environment.
That's right. In case black-white life gain doesn't sound up your alley, which BT dubs this week on Wednesday, you can watch me play some arena decks. Wednesday.
It's going to be Wednesday.
Yeah. I get it. My name is Megan.
You've got to title your stream Wednesday. It has to be done.
No, stream's tomorrow, but I'm talking about for the YouTube channel.
Oh, yes.
Taking some arena decks for a spin,
Wednesday.
like black, white, life gain. Okay,
here we go.
Okay.
The reason it caught my hackles is because this is a cat deck, everybody.
Yes, it sure is.
Tell us about it. It's a cat deck, and this is one that we had kind of been speculating about ever since we knew that Leonin War Leader was going to get printed. This is the 4/4 for 4 mana. Whenever it attacks, you get to create 2 white cat creature tokens with life link that are tapped and attacking. So that's pretty great. Obviously. Meow. And of course, we're pairing it with its best friend, Leonin Vanguard, which is just that 1/1 for 1 that we just mentioned that gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and you gain a life if you control 3 or more creatures at the beginning of combat on your turn. Classics like Sacred Cat and Regal Caracal are back, including Pride Sovereign. Johnny's Pride Mate also going to join the party because this is an M19 card here.
Yeah.
Adorned Pouncer, whom I love. And then we're going to pump them all up with Radiant Destiny.
Cats.
And protect yourselves with Thopterist.
I like it.
The new Johnny's in here too, 3 of FYI.
All right. I
love it. And it went 5-0. You know what, Goblin Chain Whirler? Whatever. Whatever. That's what this deck says.
Wow.
Whatever. That's pretty strong language.
It really is.
You know what? Whatever.
What strong language.
By the way, I wanted to give you an update. You being... Wait, this isn't the list I was looking at. Being all of the listeners, that the Green Stompy deck has decided that if you know...
Wait, go up.
Oh, this is the one that you like.
This
is the It's the classic Etherflux Reservoir
it's an
deck.
Etherflux Reservoir deck, but they've changed it. Now it has Master Thopterist.
Yes.
Ooh.
How good do you think Psy can be in this deck?
Great.
You get to sacrifice 2 artifacts, draw a card.
Yeah, look at this. This one 5-0.
Excellent.
Into it.
All right, Megan's playing this. Fountain of Renewal, that little 1-drop that gains you a life at the beginning of your upkeep. Sack it to draw cards in there too.
Into it.
What I was going to say is Mono Green Stompy is still stomping around. And if you're going to run 1 copy of Gulp of Primal Hunger, or however many you run, how about you run 4 copies of Gigantosaurus like this person did?
Yes.
I was wondering about this.
What about it?
If somebody was going to play their 10/10 for 5 mana.
I'm sure they are because, okay, what's the soonest that you could play it?
I mean...
You could play it on turn 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you went Forest, Llanowar Elves, Forest, Llanowar Elves, Llanowar Elves.
You can play Gulta on turn 3.
You can even miss one of those Llanowar Elves.
Yeah. Gigantosaurus doesn't have trample though, so like, is it good enough?
I don't know.
Okay,
it sure is a 10/10.
They are running it. Mono Red's still around. Who cares? There's that
Great question. Classic question.
Deck. And there is I noticed, is it this one? Somebody made a Nicol Bolas list, which I thought was pretty cool. So
Nikki B
in some Grixis control, just where he wants to be. I can't find it, but people are doing it. That's the important thing.
It's right here.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
You've got 2 Liliana Death's Majesty. You've got
this
4.
Is more like a little mid-rangey.
Nikki B. Yeah, you're right. There's Champion of Wits, Glitzny Siphoner, 2 Scarab Gods, 2 Pure Hulks.
If you're putting 4 dragons for 4 into your deck, then why the heck not?
Yeah, I love it. I hope
be attacking people.
Maybe I shouldn't say I hope Nicol Bolas is great because I'd probably would be very mad to see that. Well, no, I wouldn't. Who cares? It's just a 4/4 flyer. I'm going to kill it with my Thopterist.
Wow, Maria has. We went through a range of emotions.
I know. I went through all the stages of grief.
What are the stages of grief?
Anger.
Yeah.
Bargaining.
Okay.
It's probably sad. Just your basic grief is probably stage 1.
Okay, that's
denial.
How it goes. Anger. Nope, we're leaving it. Anger, bargaining, sad. Stages of grief. After that, well.
I also do think White's really good in draft right now, for the record.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about how mad I am at White about being so good later. Yay, Algebra!
Which is another one of the wonderful sponsors of this show.
All right, Megan, pull out the new merch.
Oh, man. Okay, so we're pulling out right now.
Pull it out.
They just sent us this sick bag.
It's great.
It's like, okay, so it's like a little messenger bag situation.
This is quality.
It really is. And it's got like lots of pockets. It's got the right amount of pockets for a Magic player.
Do you want to know what I thought when I saw this bag, by the way?
What?
It's so great because it can't get covered in cat hair.
You know, if you know where your priorities are at.
It can't because it's like got a coating.
That's where they should be.
Anyways,
and it doesn't have just one front. You can put a second front on it.
Choose your front.
You choose your front, just like all of us are choosing our fronts. If you think about it.
They sent us some more gravity dice to give away, which is awesome. People love these things every time I bring them out. And we have some brand new M19 sleeve action here.
Like this, and some playmats. Like the cute Bant Dragon. He's so cute.
Look at him. Arcades. He just likes big butts.
I'm a dragon.
We also
have a long snoot.
Battle Bond sleeves here. So yeah.
Anyway, so you can head on over to ultrapro.com or you can grab sweet M19 stuff like this at cardkingdom.com/MTAcast.
Third way is for you to enter our monthly drawing. By the way, do you know we have those?
Hey.
Every month we draw somebody to win sweet swag. You can enter with the Gleam link underneath this video on YouTube or in the show notes of the podcast.
That's right. We mean draw your names as from a raffle and not draw you as artists because we are not.
I could draw you as like a stick robot. That is the extent.
I could draw you as like... I could draw you as the one version of a cat I know how to draw.
I want you to draw me as a cat, and I'll draw you as a stick robot.
Okay.
Great exchange.
Now that brings us to, what is this card?
Yeah, it's time for us to get a little saucy about stuff that's been bugging us in M19.
That's right. Maria, what's bugging you?
All right, so I mentioned how white was getting on my last nerve, and that includes Angel of Dawn. What is this card?
What is this card?
3/3 for 5. It's got flying, but you've done a great job. You've prepared your board. You've got blockers. They match up well against your opponents. But boom, Angel of Dawn comes down and it's like, not today.
+1/+1. They're all bigger. And do you know what?
Vigilance?
It's not like you're going to waste that, because do you know what? Sometimes if it's just +1/+1, they're like, oh, I can't attack because I'll take too much damage when you crack back at me.
Right.
Vigilance.
Vigilance.
Ha.
Remember Song of Frailes and how much we were like, what is this card? How about Song of Frailes miniature on a creature?
On a creature.
I'm so sick of you, Angel of the Dawn. I'm especially sick of you coming into play after one already came in the turn before.
Angel of Dawn. Angel of Dawn? How dare you? What kind of monster does that? Do you know what an Angel of Dawn should never be allowed to +1/+1 vigilantize?
What?
Another Angel of Dawn.
That's so true.
So true.
Angel of Dawn, more like Angel of
card?
Dumb.
You really showed that card.
Sure did. How about you, Megan?
All right, here we go. Also in white, to start off, Knightly Valor.
Ooh.
Knightly Valor. What is this card? I'm going to make your creature bigger. Okay, great, fine. Oh, but also I'm going to give it Vigilance. Oh, hey, what? So now it can all of a sudden just attack in all willy-nilly with its big, strong self. Because guess what? Its big, strong self can also block. And maybe you're like, I don't know. You are putting an aura on a creature, and that's dangerous. But also you just get this bonus 2/2 knight.
Yeah.
So do you know what?
Free.
You ate a removal spell maybe, and then you also got a 2/2 knight. So you didn't even get yourself 2 for 1.
Chivalry? Do you know what chivalry includes?
Do you know what it includes?
Not this.
No.
It includes being nice. And this card is not nice.
Knightly Valor, more like knightly bad.
Pallor?
Bad stuff.
What is this?
What is this card?
You know what other card I want to call out under the carpet?
What?
It's the best named card in the set, and that's Switcheroo.
Switcheroo?
What is this card?
This is what?
Because seriously, I put good creatures in my deck, and you put crappy creatures in your deck, and now you get to have my good creatures?
What?
And I have your stinky creatures?
How dare you, sir, or ma'am, or person?
How dare you?
How dare you?
I want my Lathless Dragon Queen and not your stupid Aviation Pioneer.
She doesn't even have her Thopter anymore. She forgot it somewhere. She went through all the trouble of pioneering that Aviator of a little 1/1 Thopter, and then she just left it behind. Oh. She was like, whatever.
There's some things in Magic that are just plain rude, and that's one of them, Switcheroo, and that rhymed. What about Gravedigger, Megan?
Gravedigger. What is this card?
What is this
Do you know
card?
what? I went through the trouble of killing your creature, and what are you going to do? You're going to play a creature that gets back the creature that I killed?
Gross.
How could you?
Gross. You're putting your grubby little hands into a grave? A fresh grave?
A grubby little disgusting grave? You're going to look at the head of someone dead like it's a Yorick? And you're a Hamlet? And you're saying, alas? What is that?
Do you understand what lives in a grave? Nothing!
Or lots of things.
Or worms.
Or worms.
Or like various creatures of the night.
Do you know what I just read?
What?
I just read this book called The Radium Girls. That's all about the women who died of radium poisoning due to working as dial painters.
Yeah.
In the late 1910s and all through the 1920s.
Yeah.
They died horrific deaths. And
what is this story about?
Well, in the book, they exhumed a lot of their graves to prove that they were radioactive for the later women's court cases. And like they would describe stuff as like the women, when they were alive, they were like so thin skeletal, some of them, and their bones were radioactive because that's where radium settled, and they would glow. They could see their own bones glowing. And when they exhumed some of them, they would see them glowing like in their coffins.
No way.
Isn't it creepy?
Wow.
Gravedigger, what is this card?
All right, everybody, it's time for Would You Press This Magic Button?
That's right. Maria, would you press this button?
Okay.
If you press this button, you will always, in any limited event you play, open the most valuable card in that set.
Oh.
But you will never be able to play it in your deck.
So, do you mean every pack? I open the best, like every pack one, pick one. Just once?
Just once. You open it. But I'm talking like if you were drafting Dominaria, you would open a Karn every time. I don't know how. But
it just can't go in your deck.
That it just doesn't go in your deck, but you can't play it.
It just doesn't. Okay.
It doesn't go in your deck.
Yeah, I'm pressing that button. Boop. I'll sacrifice a pack one, pick one.
Wow.
One per. Oh, geez. Now that I say that, I'm like, that's kind of.
But also say that it's like, so sometimes it's not the best card in the set, right? Where it's like Karn or versus like Multani. It's like a lot of times I would take Multani.
For sure.
As like, if we're talking just about like how good it is in limited. But like sometimes it's a really great card. Like you're going to open a great card and you're never going to be able to play it.
So, and when you say valuable, like worth the most money?
Yeah, worth the most money.
So I think most people, oh gosh, this is actually kind of hard when you think about it in a draft. I think in a sealed, I'm like, yeah, for sure I press this because I've just got enough other options.
Yeah.
But in a draft, giving away one of your pack one, pick ones every single time.
Every time.
For like $15.
Yeah.
I mean, it does pay for the draft.
That's true.
And sometimes you don't play your pack one, pick ones.
That's right.
Or pack
sometimes
two, pick ones or whatever.
Anyways.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Am I pressing this button?
15 is like undercutting it. Some sets it's 15, but some sets it's like 40.
All right, I'm pressing the button. I'm doing it.
Wow.
Are you pressing this button?
Am I?
Yeah.
Wow. Great question.
Flip the button question on yourself.
Oh, boy. You know what? Gosh. God.
Well, Megan's thinking. Remember, you can tweet us your answers with hashtag the
money button.
Money button.
This one will be money
button. Yeah.
Let's see. You know what? I think that I also press the button.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's more the trade-off of like, one, we said that we would open it. So in draft, if you open it every time, you don't have to take it.
Yeah. That's true.
Unless we're saying that you have to take it.
Well, I think you probably have to take it.
Okay. So if you
otherwise it's too much upside.
That's true. All right. So you have to take it.
Think about you're going to get a foil Tarmogoyf every time
you
in Modern
open
Masters.
up Modern Masters. Oh boy,
this is Goyfgate on an epic scale here.
I think I pressed the button.
Yeah,
I think I pressed the button. Yeah. I'm like not a good enough drafter that I can leave that kind of money just laying around.
What? Like here, just leave it on the table.
Exactly.
Whoops,
no,
I forgot it. All right. Yeah.
I wonder if I'd get tired of it though.
Of opening valuable cards?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Who cares anymore? It's worth less to me.
My real question is, like, will I miss the joy of opening a Karn?
Yeah, that is actually a good question.
I'll stop feeling it because it happens so often.
Because it's just normal.
So will I even feel joy?
I mean, maybe you won't anymore because you're like, oh, just every single draft I open the best card. So like, who cares? Yeah. Oh my gosh, maybe I'm going to unpress this button.
Wow.
This is a hard question.
It's a hard button.
When you imagine the button, what are you imagining, by the way?
I imagine like a classic like big red button. It's like big.
Yeah. Like the Staples one that says easy, except it doesn't say easy on it.
Yeah, that's what I think of.
It says this is a hard button. It just says button. Boink. That's
so and it makes that noise. Boink. Especially. Boink. Specifically.
Hashtag boink. Money button.
Hashtag boink.
Think about it.
It's time for Flavor Text Theater presents Match Game. I already started cracking this pack because I was so excited.
Okay, great. We're playing Match Game, which,
That's right.
if you don't know, is a 70s TV show where they asked bizarre questions for people. They had them fill in the blank, a bunch of celebrities, and the contestants were everyday people, had to match the celebrities. In this case, we're going to try and match the flavor text.
All right.
As best we can. And we're playing with our special guest, Sam Eilenfeld. Say hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Okay, great.
Classic comedy. You could
Top
write for
4
news.
competitor, Pro Tour Ixalan, Sam Eilenfeld, everyone.
All right. This is abnormal endurance.
Okay.
Tenacity prevails when blank die. Tenacity prevails when blank dies.
Oh, dies, plural.
Yeah.
Oh.
When tenacity prevails when farts die. Oh, wait, I meant...
Oh, wait, it is die. It's singular. Sorry.
Singular. Okay, mine is correct then.
Tenacity prevails when blank
Because,
die.
like, you're trying to hold in your farts, so your tenacity prevailed. Did you see?
That makes sense.
Okay. Well, Sam, what is your guess? You have to fill in the blank.
I just spent the day working with kids, so tenacity fails when tie-dye.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Okay, so the flavor text is tenacity prevails when hopes die.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think we're going to have to go ahead and give that one to, I think farts is closer.
Great.
Farts are closer
Great.
to hope than a pun on tie-dye.
Great.
But Sam, we still applaud you.
All right. All right, got it. So this card is Root Snare. Root Snare. This is the fog of the set. The only casualties were a snapped spear, a lost helmet, and blank. The only casualties were a snapped spear, a lost helmet, and blank. Meghan.
The only casualties were a snapped spear, a lost helmet, and my cat, Freckles.
Great answer. Great answer. We'll see if it matches Sam. The only casualties were a snapped spear, a lost helmet, and some blank.
It's $25.
The correct answer is the only casualties were a snapped spear, a lost helmet, and some bruised egos. So I'm going to give that to $25.
$25 is about the price of a bruised ego
these days. They're going great.
It really
They're
is.
going great.
All right.
By the way, all these cards we open are heading into our giveaway on Gleam as well. So enter. Doy.
The greatest. Okay, this is Salvager of Secrets.
Ooh, good card.
The greatest treasure of the deep is a blank.
Treasure chest.
The greatest treasure of the deep is a blank. Maria says treasure chest.
Treasure chest.
Sam?
Lock it in.
The Little Mermaid.
Is an echo from above. So I'm going to give that to the Little Mermaid.
Yes, that's like
the Little
eerily
Mermaid.
similar.
Yeah.
All right, Sam is 2 points. I have 1. Meghan currently 0 points, but the night is young. Even this is Novice Knight, another one of my favorite cards from the set, obviously. Even the greatest hero begins with blank. Even the greatest hero begins with blank. Meghan.
Even the greatest hero begins with being an idiot.
Sam.
Even the greatest hero begins with listening to Magic the Amateuring.
Wow. We didn't even tell him to say that. Your $5 will be in your pocket after the show. All right.
I'm just not very good at comedy, so
You just have to answer normally. Like,
Yeah.
This is how Match Game.
You can also try and
you can try
hit
and
the real
be right.
answer. You can try and be right.
It doesn't matter.
too competitive for this.
Even the greatest hero begins with nothing. So Meghan, that is a point to you.
Oh, thank you.
Being an idiot, very close.
It's very close
having
to nothing.
I can read though. I can
Oh,
read
yeah,
one
you
of
wanna go?
these.
Yeah, go.
I trained with the Gitu, and I respect blank as they do.
I trained with the Gitu, and I respect blank as they do.
Fire.
Okay.
I'm actually trying on this one.
Wow. That's a very good try. I'm gonna go with one more time. I trained with the Gitu. I respect blank as they do.
And that's Vishino Pyromancer, if I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I trained with the Gitu. I respect the operating powers of Microsoft Office.
Oh my God.
As they do.
You've got to respect that.
It is, in fact, the fire, so I'm going to give that one.
The fire.
Maria.
Oh, ding, ding,
Wow.
ding, ding, ding,
That's
ding,
very
ding.
close.
Sick. All right, whose turn is it?
I think mine.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The fire.
If you want them dead, buy some blank. If you want them to have the worst day of their life before dying, then let's talk price.
Oh, wow.
This is Hired Blade. That's
Okay.
dark. If you want them, dead, buy some blank.
Arsenic.
Okay.
Classic
Sam?
murder method.
Really big knives.
It is
The
Hired Blade.
answer is poison.
Oh
so
my
it goes to Maria.
I was just messing around. Oh, that's awesome. I'm like excited about that because I'm sure it's going to be knives.
It's almost
really
as if
big
Maria
knives.
has read all of these cards before.
I haven't
Ooh.
actually. Believe it or not. Okay. Here you go, everybody.
Okay.
He has the biggest blank, so it's a safe bet he's the leader.
What card is this?
This is Bogart Brute.
Okay.
I'm going to say he has the biggest head.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
do you know what? I was going to guess head, so as my real guess. So now I'm going to have to come up with a different real guess.
He has the biggest
You
blank.
can have head. I'm going to change my answer to the biggest feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, head versus feet.
Okay.
The answer is bashing stick. So I guess that's closer
man.
to feet.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. Sam,
Wow.
3 points.
Okay.
Me, 3 points. Megan, 1 point.
You know, I'm trying my hardest.
The card is Talons of Wildwood, and it has no flavor text.
Okay,
Oh,
great. It has too much rules.
Okay, this is Anticipate.
Ooh.
1 sec.
1 second.
1 second.
1 second. 1 second.
Divining the future is easy when you hold blank.
A crystal ball.
A copy of Back to the Future.
The actual flavor text is divining the future is easy when you hold the power to sway it. So Back to the Future is actually
Wow.
Thank you.
Excellent.
great answer.
Excellent. So Megan's up to 2.
Yes. You know, I'm pulling back.
All right.
All right. This is Invoke the Divine.
Okay. We've had this card, so
Let go of all that harms you. Cast your burdens into the blank and build for the faithful a blank. So this is a double one.
oh, it's the same one.
Yeah, no, I'm giving you two opportunities to
Okay.
answer. Let go of all that harms you. Cast your burdens into the blank and build for the faithful a blank.
I'm gonna go with dumpster and better dumpster.
Cast your burdens into the dumpster and build for the faithful a better dumpster.
Yeah.
Great answer. Great answer. Sam?
I'm going to go Flame and Shield.
Ooh.
that is
Cast your
actually
burdens into the flame and build for the faithful a shield. All right. Well, the answer is darkness and a house of light. Ooh. So I'm going to give that to flame and shield.
Dang it, dumpster was so close.
I'm pretty
Dumpster
sure
is very
Dumpster
close.
Is much closer to darkness than Flame.
That's fair.
But we were like half a point each, maybe? I don't know. Okay, that is one of my favorite cards, the part of deckhand, but it has no flavor text. Here we go. Regal Bloodlord. Those of esteemed birth earn a most esteemed blank.
Those of esteemed birth earn
A most esteemed blank. Megan.
those of esteemed birth earn a most esteemed fancy carriage.
A fancy carriage. Great guess, Sam.
I'm going to go with most esteemed person's blood.
Ooh.
Wow. The actual answer is those of esteemed birth earn a most esteemed death. So again, Sam is quite
Yeah,
close here.
very close.
Wow. He is leaving us in the dust with 5 points to our 2.
Jeez.
Each.
You have 3.
I'll give you an opportunity to catch up.
3.
The bellow of a minotaur always translates to blank. Hostile minotaur.
Okay.
Okay.
The bellow of a minotaur always translates to I've got to poop.
The bellow of a minotaur always translates to I can't find my keys.
The answer is the bellow of a minotaur always translates to I gotta poop. It's actually charge, but let's be honest.
Charge? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're going to a bathroom, that is true. What it is.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, it's our rare.
Ooh, the best for
missed
last.
Caller.
Or not.
Or not. Hospitality is of little concern to those who do not wish blank. Hospitality is of little concern to those who do not wish blank.
To pay for breakfast.
To have people visiting their house because they didn't invite anyone.
The answer is to be disturbed. So Sam.
Wow, Sam
takes the cake by a long shot.
You've taken this episode cake 6 points to 2 points to 4 points. Well done, Sam.
Nice.
Thank you.
Pro Tour top 4 competitor Sam Eilenfeld, everybody.
Match game top 1 competitor. Thank you very much.
That's right. It's a title that many have vied for.
That's true. Few have earned. Well, humans and aliens who are certainly visiting us from other planets or not at all, and we have many theories as to why. Thank you for listening to our episode.
Yes. Thank you to everyone who last week reminded me of the simulation theory. They brought it up. People brought it up on Twitter.
Yeah.
And that's my second favorite theory.
Yeah. We're a simulation.
This is just a computer simulation that's been running
the
for a long
amount of
time.
evidence that's like, yes, you're a simulation. It's kind of creepy.
It really is.
But then I was thinking about it and I'm like, I guess I'm fine with it because like maybe we're a simulation, but like we're a living simulation.
I mean, what does living even mean?
Exactly.
Anyways, this has been another episode of Philosophy the Amateuring.
We are not a medical podcast.
Something at which we were even less accomplished in the game of magic.
But we are a philosophy podcast.
Thank you all so much, everyone who is a patron over on patreon.com/MTAcast. Truly, if you have been thinking about it, or if you've just been not sure if you should, remember, like we said, the summer months are really tough for content creators out there. So we really would so appreciate you becoming a member of our Patreon family.
Hey, remember, we've got a newsletter you can sign up for.
Yeah. Coming at you. New one's coming out very, very soon. You can sign up once again, link in the show notes here or on our website, magictheamateuring.com, or our brand new sparkly website, goodluckhighfive.com. It's great.
Which is so much of an upgrade. It almost shocks me. It's very adorable, and we're continuing to upgrade it and update it and all that. So it's still kind of a work in progress, but it's mostly done. So like, yeah, go use that site. I think it's pretty cool.
Go forth and use it.
Yeah. And news alert, we are now on Spotify.
That's right.
So if you're listening to your hot jams on Spotify and you're like, I kind of want to listen to a podcast now. Boom. We're on Spotify. You can follow us.
Put us on a playlist.
Yeah. We should like put our playlist on our... Wait, never mind.
I don't know.
That's not how it works.
Anyways.
I'm just like designing new ways that Spotify doesn't work.
Do you know what? I will put in today's newsletter I'll put in my 90s one-hit wonders. Not my 90s hits.
90s
band
like
lineup.
concert band lineup. What was the restriction?
The next one will be Maria's.
10 songs from the
20.
20 songs from the 90s.
20 songs from the 90s. Yeah. So that kind of stuff you can look for on our newsletter. Thanks as well, again, to our sponsors, Card Kingdom and Ultra Pro.
Yeah.
And shout out to all you cats out there broadcasting.
Thanks a lot. There's treats for you under the sink.